It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you please be my neighbor? Did I just do copyright infringement?
I think you might be okay with that one. And join our global village today as David and I get together, as we do at 12 East on Monday, to talk about, well, this and that and everything and community,
We're just
basically.
broadcasting to your community. We might throw something about live streaming in there too. I don't know.
It's anything's possible.
I sorry, go ahead.
You caught me live earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, you were like you were everywhere, and you were kind of doing what we talked about last week a little bit about being everywhere, and should you be everywhere when you go live? But
That's
you were
true.
live on. I caught you live on Twitch, but you obviously weren't monitoring the chat.
No, because I caught your comment after the show. I was monitoring Periscope, and Kelly was there.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So, and he reminded me today is a special day in Canada.
It is. It's Happy Thanksgiving Day. Well, it's Thanksgiving weekend, but yeah, today is Thanksgiving Monday. So Jennifer's home, kicking her feet up and relaxing. Day off for her. I don't take days off until I get beamed over the head and say, "Look, we got to go do something." Yeah. I don't have a set work schedule. Is all I'm trying to say. But yeah, so she's relaxing. But it is Thanksgiving. We had a nice dinner yesterday with my side of the family, and Jennifer had her family's yesterday, but we weren't able to go to that because there's karaoke every Sunday, and Jennifer ran that for me so I could go be with my family. We kind of flipped a coin on who had to be where. So it's always nice to get together with family. Most of the time, sure. You don't like everybody in the family.
Well, no. I mean, I'm heading up this weekend to see my mother, who's Lancashire, well, in North Lancashire. So I'm looking forward to a weekend up there, meeting family. And this is a story. Well, I'm actually taking with me a Samsung tablet.
Okay.
My mum, who is 93, has decided she needs to be on the internet because everybody keeps talking to her about the photographs that her grandchildren and great-grandchildren have posted, and she can't see them.
Oh, okay.
So she's going to be on Gmail and she's going to be on Facebook. So my grandmother, or the grandkids will say, my grandmother's on Facebook, which is a quick twist on my dad's on Facebook or my mum's on Facebook.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kelly's out there saying hello. Yeah. Nice to see you, Kelly, as always. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, Kelly. And Corinder's saying hello to Kelly. Corinder's asking, do we have Thanksgiving in UK? But you don't, do you?
No, we don't have the equivalent. I think we've had this before. We've been, well, we were conquered in 1066. That's a long time ago. So we don't really have Thanksgiving in the UK as such.
Right. You got nothing to be thankful for?
Not an official Thanksgiving Day. I mean, people are grateful most days and in church on Sundays, but no, there isn't an official Thanksgiving Day like there is in the US and in Canada.
I am the other. Speaking of the UK, and this will probably be dear to you. I watched a documentary recently on Lady Diana. And I've always been very, even as a young boy, like when she was first around, I always had a thing for her. And when I say that, I mean that in a caring way. Like she was vibrant to me, and she didn't just affect people in your world, right? She affected the entire planet.
Indeed.
And it was, I was always intrigued is probably a better way for me. I was always intrigued by her and her story. And I followed her very closely, even as a young lad. And anyway, I came across this documentary the other day, and there was a lot of stuff that I'd already knew about. but
Mhm.
it was more of the well, honestly, it was kind of the darker side of things,
Yes.
of her world, and how she wasn't really let in all the way, and she was very manipulative of the media, the paparazzi. And when I say manipulative, is that the right word? Manipulative. When you say that word, that word almost sounds evil,
A dark
but
word, yeah.
it I mean manipulative in a positive way. Like she
Mm.
knew what she was doing to get the word out about whatever she wanted to get out. So she was very clever lady. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there that I came across that she was
Mm.
boy, she was certainly well loved.
She was and is. I mean, it's a situation. I mean, the royal family have a duty to the country. Their duty is to the country first. That makes life very difficult because they don't have a private life. Everything they do is public.
Right.
And to that extent, any arguments within the family or any differences within the family are played out publicly.
Mm-hmm.
And it, you know, it's a very difficult situation to be in.
Yeah.
And say hello to Fonz.
Yeah. Fonz is he'll be getting excited for his upcoming charity show that you and I are going to be involved with, right?
Yep, that's November 23rd, 12-hour marathon live video. And he's gearing up for that. He's got quite a number of guests
Yeah.
and co-hosts, and we're looking forward to that, looking forward to helping. And I think we're going to start pushing the charity link because this is all about collecting for charity in the next week or so.
Yeah, Fonz, feel free to post in the comments below the link to where the show is going to be if you have that, or any links, whatever. Feel free to certainly welcome that. Pardon me, I'm still fighting over I don't know what I'm fighting, but I'm fighting.
Fighting.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, certainly the show's on the 23rd of November. It will be a 12-hour live show. You're welcome to come and join in the audience. You're welcome to come on camera. There are guests. There are prizes. There is support from local business in Cambridge, and the whole 12 hours are sponsored by BeLive.tv. And it's going to be a fantastic day. More information from Fonz and from David and I in the run-up to the 23rd of November, but we want you to be there. We want you to put your hand in your pocket and just $5, $10, just to actually chip in and help others who can't help themselves.
Yeah, fantastic. Looking forward to being a part of that. Well, let's go to some comments here. Corinder's out there.
Okay.
It says, Stephen and David, talking about your broadcasting your community. Did you know Facebook terms of service on iPad and mobile and all that, they will ban
and moderate
the comments now?
Well, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Do you know anything about that?
No, I have not heard anything about that. Fonz has got a comment about the marathon broadcast.
Oh yeah, here we go. If you go to cambridgehistorian.co.uk, scroll through the homepage, full details and a link to donate. That's fantastic. On November 23rd, our friend Fonz, the Fonz, the real Fonz,
the real Fonz
is the Fonz.
Yeah.
Hey.
And speaking of Fonz, he and I tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK, are going to be sat in the studio because Fonz is not out and about this time. We're actually going to be taking around Rochester and Kent by gospel, and looking forward to that. If you don't know anything about Rochester and Kent, then you join Fonz and I. We don't either. Gospel is going to tell us all about it. She gives us a guided tour of the town.
This new show, where I live.
I live here.
Or I live here. Sorry. What a great idea! Being out and about and showing where you live, and I know I've mentioned a few times that some of my guests have been out on the spot showing where they're at some museums. It's really a great way to show off a little, and as though, like you say, where you're living, and I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Corinda was on I Live Here on his own
Okay.
last weekend. He was out and about, and he went to an army band actually playing, and
Oh
he
yeah,
was
I saw
sat.
some of that.
Yeah, that was on I Live Here, and thank you, Corinda, for contributing. And I listened to it too. I mean, the concert was fantastic.
I noticed that just reminded me of. I wish I'd have thought of it before the show. I'll have to try and see if I can find it. You've heard of Uber, of course.
Yes.
Well, now there's apparently an Uber person. I don't know that they're calling it that, but basically, and they have a helmet that they wear. So if I needed to be somewhere, but I couldn't really just be myself there, then I can hire you as a person, and you wear this helmet thing that's got an iPad on the front, but I'm coming in live video. So you're there for me, but I'm there.
Oh, right.
And apparently you can hire people to do this.
Uber people.
I guess.
Oh, right. Okay. So if you can't make it personally, then you get somebody to broadcast it to you. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's or good. I could see like, well, for example, if I wanted to see Stonehenge, I could pay Stephen Healy, who lives right near there.
He does.
I'm going to pay you to go there and go live and show me.
It's interesting. Let's check that out.
Because I mean, everybody lives somewhere, and there's always somebody that gets to see some cool stuff, or, maybe we could go for a space shuttle ride. Why don't they do Facebook Live, right? They probably do. But, that's, we've had Commander Chris Hadfield, Canadian astronaut, lives here in Sarnia.
Right.
And he's done some stuff from outer space when he's been up there. Did a song and played a guitar and all this stuff. So anywhere you can go live.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, I'd like to see that. I could see a website. Maybe I shouldn't be giving all my ideas away. I could see a website where you sign up as a remote person, and I go on as the user and go, okay, I want to see the Eiffel Tower from the top.
Yeah.
And who's available and who's up there right now? Because somebody's up there right now.
Indeed, they are.
So I only got $10 and show me out, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I got to the premier etage. I didn't get to the deuxième or troisième. It was a bit too high for me. Yeah. So don't ask me to broadcast from the top of the tower. That's never going to happen.
I don't so much. We had a discussion. My stepbrother and I had a discussion yesterday about heights, and I said, "Oh yeah, I don't do heights." He said, "Oh, wait a minute." He says, "I don't have a fear of heights. I have a fear of falling."
Yes.
There's a difference. And I went, "Oh yeah, well I'm really not afraid of heights, but holy crap, Batman, if I could fall." We have the CN Tower here in Toronto.
Yeah.
And they have a glass floor. You go to the top and you can walk on the glass floor and look down. Yeah.
Right.
No thanks.
No.
My son has done it with his mother.
Yeah.
And he said, "Dad, I thought it'd be funny if I took a fake plastic bowling ball up there with me."
Well, yeah.
Kind of threw it, when I got up there. I'm like, whoa. And that's what my fear would be, is I not being up there, but it'd be when I step on it, that's when it's going to break.
I know what you mean. I climbed Notre Dame in Paris, and it's all a spiral staircase, which is brilliant because you're heading upwards, but then you've got to come down again. Yeah.
Right.
It's the coming down bit. I've got this. I'm convinced myself I might actually fall through the middle. Yeah. Okay. But last year we went to Stuttgart, and there is a television tower there. and you don't have to climb it. There's an express lift takes you right to the top of the tower. Then you can see all around the area, and that was quite good.
There's still a conversation going on without us.
All right, that's good.
It is good. Fawn said he's seen someone like that walking around Bedford. Okay, I'm not sure that.
Right, yeah, carrying a billboard, no doubt.
Well, there we go. In 100 years, they'll be doing a live here from space.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah,
and
like I say, if they're not already, right?
Yeah, we can dream of it, but I don't think I'll actually be there presenting it or watching it, unfortunately.
Yeah. We'll miss you, Stephen.
Right.
Kelly says he's had his name painted on the CN Tower from a good friend when it was being built. Oh, really?
Right. Okay. Don't move. I had my name painted on. Yeah. I'm going to click a button here. Watch this.
Oh, don't you?
I hid the comment. How's that?
You what?
I hid the comment. Put another comment up. Just play the game. I can hide the comment. Oh, I did a moment ago.
You know what? Whatever you did, I happened to click hide that comment at the same time.
Now I've got a new button here. Hide current comment. It says.
You got a new button where?
In the viewer suite. Where you got the live comments? We diversifying here. Live comments down the side. I can see Kelly. I can see Fonz. I can see Corinda. But there's a new button there that says hide current comment.
Well, it's probably hiding it to you, but you can't hide my comments on Facebook.
Okay. I don't know what it does. There's a new button. Should I press it? Will the world? I don't know. I'll forget about it for now.
No, click on it. I want to know.
It's not doing anything at the moment. I think it's a work in progress.
Okay.
And we've got Guy with us. Hello, Guy.
Oh, yes, Guy. Thanks for being here.
No, that
he's got a photo of it, of his name with his brother and sister, too, in the CN Tower. That's cool.
Okay.
I can't even remember what year CN Tower was built. Kelly will look it up and tell us.
Right.
We have some special things coming up next Monday. It's going to be an exciting day for the Be Live world. There's going to be a lot of winners announced, right? Because it's Be Live's birthday.
You are invited. You are invited to celebrate Be Live's second birthday by honouring the best of the Be Livers. Because we both voted, and there were people there we didn't know. So it's going to be interesting to see who actually turns up as a winner. And thank you. Oh,
yeah.
Actually, isn't it? It's going to be interesting to see who actually wins the individual categories. Hoping that Fonz wins best male host. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. I'm definitely setting some time aside to watch this. What time is it at?
I don't know. I don't know when it's running from and to. I only know the time that you and I are on there. Now, David and I will be on the show next Monday at 9:20 p.m. Eastern.
Oh,
I mentioned it earlier, I think.
Well, I know we were having a chat earlier, but that's why I was confused. I'm like, what's he talking about?
I'm talking about this.
Okay.
There'll be a broadcast. The broadcast is obviously it's different from last year because last year we were celebrating the first birthday, second birthday. We've all been nominating people for the last 3 weeks to be best of class. And there are several different, about 20 different classes, and we've voted, and all the results will be presented to us on awards night, which is next Monday, the 15th. Details to follow, but we do know that David and I and Brigetti and Adair will be on at 9:20 p.m. This is interesting because that's 9:20 p.m. for you, David.
Right.
And it's about 9 o'clock in Australia. Yeah, no, 11 o'clock in Australia, 11 in the morning. So it's a day-night thing. But Brigetti and I slap bang in the middle.
Right.
So Brigetti and I will be up at 2:20 a.m. and 3:20 a.m. respectively to appear on the show. If that's not dedication to the cause, I don't know what is.
Well, it's good news for me. I'm just trying to. I am listening. I'm trying to multitask.
Okay. So it's a full day of events next Monday. Be Live TV's second birthday, and I'll be there. David will be there. Jeff will be there, and the Be Live team will be there as well. And invitations will be going out shortly, telling you what shows are on when. And we're looking forward to the day because it doesn't seem 2 minutes since we celebrated the first birthday.
Well, yeah, it's just kind of like poof. How did that happen?
Yeah. Time's disappearing. They do say the older you get, the quicker time goes. But I mean, that's not happening to either. That's not happening to either of us. We just get younger every day.
Right.
Right. Okay. Up to the comments. Oh dear. If you're watching this anywhere apart from the TVSN page, then you'll find a link up above. If you think we're ignoring you, we would never do that.
No.
But if you click the link at the top of the post, then you can come and join David and I live, and you can comment, and we'll respond to your comments. So,
right.
Thank you.
Corinder's made a nice comment saying, "I hope David and Stephen and David win. We're not in. We've not been nominated. We're not allowed to be because we're moderators to be live. So
that's right. You know when a company runs a competition and they say that this competition is open to everybody around the globe, apart from employees. This is a similar sort of situation, and David and I are moderators in the Belivers group, and therefore we do not qualify. Yeah. Richie,
but we do appreciate your vote.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can vote for it.
I'm trying to add a picture that I just got from Kelly.
Okay.
But
you're going to have to refresh.
Is that what I got to do?
You've got to refresh.
Okay, hang on.
Right, now the show's all mine. It's all being controlled from Wiltshire in England now, and I can take over and I can tell you about the show tomorrow with myself and Fonz. Or not, as the case may be.
No,
that was quick. David's back now, isn't he?
Yeah, all I heard when I came back was, now I can take over. What I didn't hear was the anyway, go ahead, Steve.
Right, you're back now. You should have the photo.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's do that real quick. Here we go. Here's a photo that Kelly sent me.
Oh, wow.
Of his name and his brother and sister being painted. And so the CN Tower in Toronto was built in 1976. Mm-hmm. So somewhere inside that CN Tower is his name, along with his brother and sister. How cool is that?
That's way cool. That's definitely cool.
There's some history that. Yeah. So that if I ever go to the CN Tower again, I'll say I'm with the band. I don't know. That's really cool, Kelly. Thanks for sharing that. What an awesome. I think that that's kind of an original for sure.
It is. It is. For sure. Right, fine. Yeah. Right place, right time. And obviously, Kelly doesn't have a fear of heights.
Well, I think he said somebody put that there for them.
Oh, right. Okay.
Probably somebody who was working on it, is my guess. And
say hello to Eddie.
Yeah, cool. Hey, Eddie Garrison, how you doing? Yeah, thanks for the happy Thanksgiving. Yours, United States got theirs coming up in November, right? November. I don't know, November 10th or something like that. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, that's fantasy. You never know what's going to happen here on the show. And speaking of you wanted to talk about the show tomorrow. Go ahead and do that, and then I'll.
That's okay. I've done that already. I was just.
Okay.
I'm just filling time. I'm waiting for this surprise. Hope it's not been and gone.
Well, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So we're going to try. It's an experiment.
I'm intrigued.
Well, and if it works, I've just got to get my my gears in line here. So, okay.
Okay.
So I got to do this. I got to clickety click.
We are live. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I don't want any sound. Okay. So this works. I found this works best on a mobile device,
Okay.
but it works okay on desktop. So there's a new feature on Facebook Live
Yes.
called Interactive.
Yes.
Have you seen this?
I haven't seen it live. I've seen photos of it.
Okay. So
we're going to this live.
Yeah. So I went to edit my post as I do with Setup Be Live and all that stuff. And I edit the post and everything. And there's this new button there that says, well, can I share this too? Wonder. Share desktop screen. There we go. Is this going to work? Fingers crossed. Okay, there we go. So so I've gone into edit mode. I clicked on edit post and come up here. I've got this muted, obviously. And you can add polls, questions.
Okay, yeah.
And so I added one simple, just are you a streamer? So I'm going to click on that. It's saved. Okay. What the heck? So it's saved. See, now yesterday I was playing around with it, and when I wanted to publish it, it said, go ahead and publish.
Okay. I'm good.
But it's not letting me. So let's try a new one. Are you Canadian? Oh. Canadian. Yes.
Okay.
And no. Save.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So, are you Canadian? Well, what the heck? It's different than it was yesterday. So I'm saving that. Okay.
I'm looking at the screen and
see up at the top right here, there was a little icon that appeared. Oops.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Okay. This is live, folks.
Yeah.
And
I had a really good plan.
Right.
Now,
okay.
I'm gonna get some sound here for a minute. Of course, you guys won't hear it, but it's just
right. Okay. So there's the screen, and you can see Dave Denai and Dave Denai.
Yeah, they're supposed to be.
If you scroll over,
click on click for more.
Yeah.
There's me complaining. I don't. That's weird. If you click on click for more, so it has to be in large screen. Now on mobile, it's different. It would just show up the question.
Ah, right. Okay. If anybody's watching this on mobile, then you should be able to see a poll. I'm going to go. Whilst we're talking, I'm going to go mobile and I'm going to see if I can find us.
I'm angry now because I had a plan.
This is live video.
Yeah, I know.
Anything can happen.
It was working great yesterday. They're supposed so up the top right here. There's supposed to where you can see my mouse kind of wiggling around.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a little icon there,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd click on it, and then you answer the question. Now on mobile, are you on mobile? Is that what you're doing?
I trying to keep my eyes on the camera whilst I'm going to put my phone up. No, I can't do it. I can't multitask. Oh man.
Okay,
I've got to try and find the post.
There we go.
So, and Eddie's saying he doesn't see a poll.
Right.
No. So
Well,
there's something very strange.
Well, it's very new.
Right. I'm just hopping over to the Video Share Network page right now, and it says it cannot play the video. So that's good. Well, there you are. We're proving that the VI ID. Video Show Network. I know this live video stuff. Just when you want it to work, it doesn't. When you don't want it to work, it does. And you've just blanked the whole screen. And, no. Hope. There is hope. Corinda can see the poll.
Really? On mobile or desktop? So if I go here, edit post, create poll. Well, I already have 2 there. Okay, so there's one. Oh, publish now. I guess I was in the wrong spot. So here we go. Publish now.
Okay.
So now it should be popping up on. This is the edit, the control center, right? So this is not normally what you, the viewer, would see.
That's true.
So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so somebody's voted because we got 100%.
Right. Okay. I'm going to leave that. Obviously, Corinda's on his iPad and it's working. So there you are. Okay. So the iOS version might be out there and running.
Well, it was working yesterday on desktop. I was up late last night. And it was working. But I will say that it was troublesome on desktop.
Right, I've got it. Hang on. If you are on desktop and you're watching full screen, in the top right-hand corner of your screen is a little purple icon.
That's right.
With 3 lines on it. And if you click it, you can say, are you a streamer? And I'm going to say, yes, I'm a streamer.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, it's there. It's there on desktop. And Corinda's voted.
Now I've got a vote that says no, so we're 67-33. But you guys aren't seeing the results, though.
I can see that Kelly. I can see 67% said yes, 33% said no. Kelly voted no.
You see that on a viewer screen, or you're seeing my edit screen?
No, I'm not seeing your edit screen. I'm actually got another tab open with the live video playing, and can now see that yes is 75%. No is 25%.
Okay, so there you go. So it does working.
It's working. Well done. This is a first.
Yeah. So I mean, this is something that they've introduced as have you heard of HQ Trivia?
Sort of.
So it's an app, and you download it at 9 o'clock Eastern. They go live, and they give away thousands of dollars and all this stuff. So this is Facebook's way of kind of jumping into that field. They're going to be introducing something called Game Show. I'm really excited because these are the kind of things I've been trying to do for a while.
Yeah.
I'm looking at now. I've been doing it in other ways, but I could go to my local wherever's and get some gift cards and have a local trivia show.
Yeah.
And you could win some prizes, right? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or on a worldwide scale. So the game show is something I'm excited about. Trivia is something. I don't know what it is. Everybody loves trivia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
So okay. So are you a streamer? So now I can publish the results.
Yeah.
So everybody's seeing. So it's closed.
Okay.
Now I can go to the next one. And are you Canadian? Publish now. I've still got, are you a streamer?
Well, I'm going to refresh. I like your surprise, by the way. I love it.
You like what?
The surprise. You said there would be a surprise.
Yeah.
This is it. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And the question I've got now after refreshed is, are you Canadian? I'm going to say no.
Right. Now, I almost wish you hadn't refreshed, because I was wondering if it would pop up the new one on its own without refreshing.
It didn't. I waited a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can now say that 100% of your audience who have voted are not Canadian.
Wow.
There you are.
Kelly hasn't voted then.
You need Kelly to vote to balance things up. So if you are Canadian, vote now.
I voted yes on my iPhone. It's an icon next to the comment box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, when I was on mobile, there was no icon next to the comment box. It was just almost like right across the bottom of my screen. It popped right up there, full.
Yeah.
So, anyway, lots of opportunities there, right? You know, you can see where, hey, let's have a trivia night, or during a broadcast like what we're doing here, we just, oops, you said no. Shame on you.
Can you change your vote?
Can or not?
That's
Kelly's jumped ship.
Indeed, and you can't change your vote. So once you've done it,
oh, you are. Hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can change it. I don't know if he can or not. How many polls can you create? Oh, I should put up this question.
Oh, you can change it. You can change it. You just need to click on the yes or no.
Yeah.
So for the purposes of this, I am an honorary Canadian.
Okay. Well, you sort of are.
Yes. Thank you. Right.
Eddie says, how many polls can you create, and are the results archived in any way? I don't know how many. I've only added 2 or 3 at a time, but it doesn't show me anything that says there's a limit. So,
true.
And are they archived? I don't think so.
I can tell you something else, which is most wonderful.
Okay.
Can you, if I give you a link, can you go to that link? I'm going to post it in chat now because I want you to see this rather than.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm going to post a link while David's checking this link out. Then I'll waffle for a few minutes because it is most interesting. Because that's where I was voting from, David.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't see the whole link.
All right. Does it not?
Oh,
is it not clickable?
No,
hang on.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's good. Oh, so it's good.
Okay, we're good. We are good.
So you're saying you did this from the live video hub?
Oh, yeah.
And it worked from there?
Yeah.
So that's exciting because that means wherever you are live, then it works.
Yeah. Yeah. And this differentiates now between a cross-posted post and a shared post. I'm going to go over to my page and see if I can actually vote on the share. Let's test that out.
Steven's hooked, folks.
Oh yeah, and that's me for the rest of the night. I'm going to be looking for shows that have got polls on them, so I can actually vote.
We're the first in the world. What are you talking about?
Oh, we are. You see it here first. It's a new feature.
That's right. I was having fun with graphics.
Right. So I'm just heading over to my page. Yeah, that's good. That has lots of possibilities.
Yeah, it's really, and I mean, I could see us using it on our show every week. I mean, yep. I do have to have a separate screen open in order to control that to publish it. I'm wondering if our friends at BeLive might be interested in this because it is because it's a feature of Facebook Live. I'm guessing that the API would allow them to do something. You know more about the programming than I do.
It would, yeah. I mean, Krishna Day was asking whether somebody else could actually get into the API as well. She's not had an answer yet because this is relatively new. I'll make inquiries, but I can give you more information if you like.
Yeah.
The polls are actually there on shared post too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Alexa thought I was talking to her.
Totally blown away.
Yeah. You saw it here first, folks.
That's rates a 10. That's a 10. A 10 at the end of the show. That's a 10.
That's definitely a 10.
Yeah.
We're more non-Canadian today, though, than we are Canadian. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I was excited. I was like, when I discovered it last night, and it was purely by accidental, I was like, I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to surprise my friend Steven.
You did. It worked.
Yeah, I can close it. But yeah, I do have to have a separate screen open so I can control it. But so you got to make sure you got a good computer and all this stuff. But unless you have another computer beside you, like I do here, I could use that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fantastic. So I'm looking forward to adding that into our shows. I have a show coming up Wednesday night. We have our municipal election coming up that starts next week to vote. For the first time, our city's using e-voting.
Oh, wow.
And there's controversy there. So anyway, myself and my friend Jay Peckham, we're doing what's called Municipal Perspective. We're going to talk about politics in a positive way. I haven't invited any of the candidates on. This is a conversation just about the atmosphere of this election, how social media is affecting things, and e-voting. We do have one of our current counselors who's not up for coming back in for re-election. He's retiring. He's going to come on and talk to us. So it'll be interesting. But when I discovered that, I thought, well, boy, I could really have some fun with the audience there when if I put some polls up during the broadcast. So we'll see how that works out.
You've got 20 candidates, haven't you?
28 candidates.
28. Wow.
Yeah. 28 candidates for they can run for city council. And then we have county. Yeah. So you can run for city council or you can run for city county council. So there's 4 and 4. And then there's a mayor, and there's 4 people running for mayor. And it's been an interesting 4 years.
The word interesting covers many things.
Yeah. There's been controversy with our current mayor, who's been the mayor since the 80s. So very long-running mayor. And there's been a lot of things with our park and there's just been a lot of stuff going on. It doesn't even matter. But so this election, the fact that 28 people are running for city, and I think there's 11 or 12 running for city county, it's saying a lot. It's saying a lot for that. It's the highest number of people ever to run for city council. So anyway, Jay Peckham, my friend from the hockey, he's also the politics. He's going to come on and be a co-host there. So anyway, Kelly says, "Okay, bye. Have to get the turkey in the oven." Oh, what time's dinner?
Yeah, what time's dinner? Can we all come over?
Can we come over? Happy Thanksgiving, Kelly, and I appreciate you, and I know Stephen does too, for you popping by here.
Indeed, totally. Yep.
Facebook Premiere, Karina wants to know, is it on mobile too or just desktop? David, can you do demo?
No,
the answer to that?
Right, Facebook Premiere is the ability to take a pre-recorded video, which can either be something you've streamed live or something you've uploaded. You create a post using that video and you can set a time for it. Now, if you set a time for it, you can do it as a premiere. And that means that if we wanted to say, for argument's sake, when this show's over, David wants to come in after he's eaten his turkey in sort of 6-7 hours time, then we can replay the show. David and I can be in the audience commenting and we'll be up on video. So it's a replay feature. I do know it works on desktop. I can't see it working on mobile, but I'm happy to be told it does.
Yeah, I don't believe it is available on mobile. I have looked into that because there have been times, well, honestly, there's been, well, I won't say where, but there's times I'm out and I record the video.
Okay, yeah.
I edit it.
Yeah.
And then I just, I play it like it's a live video going from Switcher. So I sit there and actually play the video while I'm live. But it's already been edited, so it's not really live. But I've looked into I'll be able to go into Google Drive, take that file, upload it to Facebook, and schedule it as a premiere. I've not seen that feature yet. C'est la vie.
It is. We never know what's going to happen. And Kelly's saying dinner's at 6 p.m. Eastern, so
okay.
if I rush to the airport now,
You might. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be close.
You said, Kelly, it's more than a 5-hour flight.
Yeah. I could get there probably in 15 minutes. But then I'd have to bring Jennifer and my son, and then
it gets complicated.
Happy Thanksgiving, Kelly. Appreciate that. Holy cow! Look at the time. We're 12:40. We still got time left, but wow.
Very good. If you're not watching on the TVSM page, you'll find a link above. If we're not ignoring you, if you click that link, David and I will be able to see your comments and come back in. And join us and type your comments here, and we'll see them. And just like Corinda is commenting away, and Debbie can display them, you'll be able to see the comments on the screen. I'm quite taken. No, that's a photograph to conjure with. That's the Live Video Hub when I had the original idea. The BeLive in 5 Live Video Hub. Of course, it's been rebranded now.
Yeah.
And it's the BeLive TV Live Video Hub. But that's when it began. I think it's certainly working well. 2 things I've done today in the last week, which I haven't told anybody about, not on live video anyway, is that I've used both IFTTT, if this then that, and Zapier, so that when somebody goes live, when somebody posts to the hub page, it creates a tweet. Yeah. And so when you put this show on Live Video Hub earlier today, then a tweet automatically went out on my Twitter account and on the Live Video Hub Twitter account, and it's set it and forget it. So forever and a day now, every time somebody posts on the Live Video Hub, 2 tweets will go out. And this is important. If you've put the link in at the top of the post when you created the show, people on Twitter will actually be able to visit the show. If you've not, then they'll be taken to the Live Video Hub. But it is where we're getting people from Twitter direct to your show. So bear that in mind. Yeah, and of course TVSN. TVSN goes from strength to strength.
Yeah. And this is been some rebranding that's happened here since the cross posting came along, right?
Yeah.
Connecting communities with the power of live streaming, right?
Just
another hub. Both Stephen and I welcome you to join us if you have a BeLive show. I've done the same. I BeLive shows only at this point, anyway. But we try to keep that brand in there for BeLive. So there's a lot. There's lots of opportunity on Facebook. There's no.
There is.
There is. You have to embrace it, but there's definitely lots of opportunity out there at Facebook, and Twitch.
Yeah.
I love Twitch.
You do love Twitch, yes. Has to be said.
Yeah. I'll be there. Actually, shameless plug coming. I'll be there tonight, 8:00 Eastern, and I'm there every Monday night and Tuesday night, 8:00 Eastern. So I know it's past your bedtime, Stephen. Sorry.
It is. That's 1 a.m. in the morning here. Yeah. And although I love your shows, 1 o'clock in the morning is not a time I'm actually awake. Now, your show today at 3:30, is that going out or not?
Yeah, I am doing that. I normally have 3 guests. I'm only having 2 today. It was a bit of a struggle because of a holiday to try to get some people to join me. So I have Sue Bendel, who is part of CCMF, which is Community Concerns for the Medically Fragile, and their hands-on painting class. They were at Art Under Glass, and so there's some folks that are wheelchairs and really limited movement, so they might paint with a paintbrush in their mouth, or their movements that they do have, they create unbelievably beautiful artwork. Jennifer bought some coasters that were made, and the paint that's on it or whatever, it's called unicorn spit.
Okay.
That's a thing? She's like, yes, it's called unicorn spit. All right.
Okay. I have to Google that.
Yeah. So Stu Bendel from CCMF is joining me there. And then the painted cat is what she's known as, or Kat Kabahar. She does a lot of face painting and stuff. And she's actually worked with Chris Hadfield. Anyway, so we got 2 fantastic guests that are going to be on today. Yeah. excited to. I always say on my show too. I'm like, some people get up on Monday and they go, "Oh, it's Monday." I get up on Monday and I go, "Wow, I got a busy day, and I got Steven, and who knows who's going to show up there." And then I got my show, and you just never know. Like, Mondays are amazing days for me, so I love
That's true.
Mondays.
I mean, the vast majority of people, we're fortunate, broadcast on Mondays, and you can see it going down during the week until you get to Friday when it's low, and then Saturday and Sunday, very few broadcasts about. But Monday's the best day of the week. And it's a day everybody's been refreshed from the weekend and they want to get started. I mean, and the things that you do yesterday, we've now got Ask Angelica goes out on Fridays, every other Friday. It's a German language tuition program which Angelica and I do together. And Angelica decided that this time round there's going to be video in the show. So she's telling the story, a local story, local to us, through video with an English voiceover, and then there are questions in German about the video. And
okay.
My job is to actually read the questions in my faultless German, and to translate it. But yesterday, Angelica decided we've got Cairnhill Locks next to us, which is 29 locks on the canal, which it's the largest set of canal locks in England. And Angelica decided that the video on the show is going to be about the locks. So we had to go out and film it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
During the course of which we walked 7 miles. So there you go. That's what we do to prepare for shows. We go walking in the countryside. But it was a glorious day, and it was good to be out there. And you'll see the video a week on Friday.
Fantastic. Yeah. I think we've talked before about, picking a time to go live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of intertwines to what you said about, Monday being a good day of the week. Robert Stern actually said it a while back. Just pick your time and do it. We know 70% of the views, or whatever that number is, the majority of the views that you get come after you've been live anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. It's very true for my show, because when I first started doing it, my local community said, "Oh, do it at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and that way I can watch live." But I picked this time, 3:30 in the afternoon, so people like you in the United Kingdom can watch. And
we can
throughout the States, and so I tried to find that balance. But at the end of the day, there's the advantage is to watching live is you can make your comments, but as long as you watch.
Yeah. And you mentioned Robert there. If you're watching the show, and thank you for watching the show, and you do know Robert, if you could reach out to him, then he would be grateful if you could. So if you know Robert Stern, then please contact him. Now, talking of, do you watch Doctor Who?
No.
That's not the right answer. You know that, don't you?
Because
I'm about to launch into a Doctor Who story.
My son does.
That's brilliant. Then the Doctor Who series is probably the longest running series on television in the UK, and it's popular globally. And the people who follow the show are called Whovians. And up until yesterday, all the doctors actually transform from one doctor to another doctor. Right, okay, you with me so far? So the main character changes, is reborn, probably a good way to put it. But for the first time ever, the person who now plays Doctor Who is a lady.
Oh.
Now you couldn't imagine James Bond being played by a woman, could you? It's very difficult to picture. Could James Bond be a woman? Jane Bond? No. Would we accept it? It's very difficult, isn't it, with fictional characters? But the new Doctor Who is a lady, she's taken she's a Yorkshire lass from up north in England, and a well-known actress, and she's taken the part on, and she has triumphed. So,
wow.
Doctor Who is now a lady. That's just saying, and it's good to watch it yesterday.
Well, that's That's probably a big risk for the producers to have taken.
I'll tell you,
right?
Indeed, totally big risk, because you could alienate your audience. I mean, we've known for the last 9 months this was going to happen. The timing is coincidental. For the last 9 months, and there's a group on Facebook which is Doctor Who fans. And the Doctor Who fans, before yesterday's episode was aired, was split down the middle. 50% a woman could never play Doctor Who, and 50%, well, let's see, let's find out. And it was 50-50. Now I would say that the majority of people are happy to have a lady doctor.
Well, not only a risk for the producers for obvious reasons, but a risk for the actor. Because if that goes bad, might be make things difficult for the next gig.
True, well, true. Yeah, it could be career ending.
Career ending, it could.
But it's been a triumph. So shout out to the producers of Doctor Who for actually having the cojones to go for it.
Okay, the cojones. Woo.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I used to watch Doctor Who when I was a kid. Put it that way. But I have not watched. I'm a Batman, Spider-Man kind of guy. That's about where I go. I have been watching some. We have Amazon Prime.
So do we.
So I don't have Netflix. I love Amazon Prime. I just finished watching. I just got caught up with Bosch.
Oh right, we're going to watch that. So don't give any away.
Just
Is it good?
To it. Just get to it, man. Quit wasting time. So I'm all caught up there.
Right.
We're watching Suits, and anyway, there's some great Amazon Prime originals out there.
There are. That's true. Go Amazon Prime. Of course, it makes sense. I mean, having Twitch, Amazon Prime, it's just a no-brainer, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I had Amazon Prime because I do order so much from Amazon. It just made sense to have Amazon Prime, and that gave you Amazon Prime Video, and it also on Twitch. If you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, you can subscribe to my Twitch channel every month.
I have done.
No, not follow. Subscribe.
Oh, subscribe.
Which means you get money.
Okay.
So when you subscribe to a channel, there's tier levels. It's usually $4.99, $9.99, and $24.99 a month, and you get some additional features. If you are an Amazon Prime member already, gives you one free subscription per month to give to whatever channel you want to give it to.
Gotcha.
Free choice, Stephen.
Subtle hint. Yes, we're there.
So yeah, and there's some other cool things coming with Twitch. Maybe we'll have to talk more Twitch.
I think we should talk more Twitch. Why not?
I'm excited for Monday, next Monday though. Let's whoops.
One photo.
I'm clickety.
Next Monday.
Where did it go?
Next Monday is BeLive.tv's second birthday. There's a whole day full of shows with the winners of the various categories for which people have been voting. You can come along and you can watch those people live, find out who they are. It's like Oscars night on BeLive.tv as they award top male host, top female host, top show. And we've been asked for 2 new categories, one of which is sports show, because it's not a category. So it's going to be an interesting day. And you can see David and I. David will be at 9:20. For me, it'll be 2:20 in the morning. For Brigetti, it'll be 3:20 in the morning. And for our friends in Australia, it will be heading towards midday. But it's going to be a fun-packed day. Yeah,
fantastic. All right, we're at the top of the hour. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. If you enjoyed the show, you know what you got to do. Put a 10 in the comments below.
Okay.
And if you didn't like the show, do nothing. Come back next Monday. Give us another chance. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for being here. Type replay there as well. Stephen, you're going to stay on so we can chat for a minute after.
Yeah, sure.
And thanks to all of you. Once again, I'll be live later this afternoon. And later tonight on Twitch at 8 o'clock Eastern, I'll be live there having some
Look forward to it.
action as well.
From Wiltshire in England.
From
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving in Canada. Bye-bye. See you later.